Welcome to Voiceflow. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build your very first Voiceflow agent. And it's going to be very simple, exactly like what you see here. Are you ready to go? Let's do it. So just log in with the free trial and you'll see some templates here by Voiceflow, it says underneath. So you know those are things that Voiceflow has made that they've basically given you some of the best of their work and giving you kind of a backdoor insight into how those things function when they set them up optimally. So definitely take a look at those. But for now, we're going to build our own custom agent. So we'll click New Agent here. This little thing right here is just a set of steps to set up an agent. And the first one is agent info. Okay, so we're just going to give it a name and we'll call it highly promotable agent 2. And then pick a language. So we're going to make it English. We want it to be able to speak English as a default here. And we can make lots of different bots speaking different languages down the road. Then we can do different kinds of bots, but I'm just going to start with the most basic one and get started. Now on this page, it's showing us that we can add a website in order to, it'll go and scrape that website and get information from that website so that your agent can refer to that information. For the purpose of this bot, we will skip that and it'll take us directly to the agent that we've created. And you can see there are workflows and the knowledge. It really wants us to put in some knowledge, which I'm going to skip for now, but we'll go through it in a future video. So let's look at the workflows here. This is the start workflow, and it has just a little template here for us. So when you click on it, this side panel pops up and it says edit workflow. And that's what we want to click. Now it has some stuff in here for us, some very helpful tips. And what I'm going to do in order to kind of take this just down to the bare bones is I'm going to delete all of this. I encourage you to watch the Voiceflow Basics course. It's fantastic. But we're going to start from scratch. This is the start button, and you can't even delete it. It's just stays. It's the critical starting point for your agent. And in order to have something for this agent to do, we're going to mouse over the talk icon and the message icon. And notice when I click down, it does this grabby thing with the little hand, indicating it wants you to click down, hold it down, and drag. So this is kind of a click down and drag thing. We're going to move it over to the canvas area. And now we've created a block. And this block can have multiple messages in it. To edit it, we click here and it'll show up here. They just do this so that the agent interface, the canvas, keeps a clean look. And so they don't want to put all this here. So it's just to keep it nice and neat. So it's in this side panel is where we edit. Don't worry about the curly brackets or the slashes. Like, we can do stuff with that later. For now, let's just put hello. Now to make the panel go away, just click the canvas. Now you have a clean canvas. Sometimes it doesn't go away when you click the canvas. If that happens, all you have to do is click the block first, then click the canvas, and it'll go away. So when we use an agent to send an SMS message or even just in a chat interface, we're going to want it to send the message in little chunks, just like a person would send text messages in little chunks instead of a big text wall, because the little chunks are much easier to read. Now, let's say you're going to hook this up to a telephone number and have it go through this with the voice mode. The end user won't be able to tell if it's broken up into chunks or not, but we're just going to do this just so you can see how it works. So in order to add a second message to this block, we go back to the talk icon and we click down and drag another message in and we pop it in here. But let's say I wanted to move it down. I said, no, I want the hello part to come first. Then this second part, we just click down and drag, and there we go. So you can reorder these depending on the sequence that you want. Now that we've got this second one, we can click on it and we can go into the text editor here and we can click I am here to help. Ask me anything. Okay, so now that we've typed that second message, we can click off and that panel goes away. And we have this block. Let's title the block, because if you have like 10 or 20 blocks, you might want to start labeling them so you yourself know what is each one is for. We might call this intro message. And then we know that that's what this block is for. And so if we had a whole bunch of them, it would help you as the designer know what it's for. The end user will not see the name of the block. Okay, so now in order to run it, we need to put some power behind it. And in order to do that, we'll go to this start, mouse over that target, and the plus sign comes up. When that plus sign comes up, you know that you're in the right spot. So click down and drag across. We could put it on a specific message, but instead we're going to put it on the whole block, and that way the message flow will go from top to bottom all the way through. So we've connected the start button to our block, and now it's basically set up. So I want to show you two ways to run this and test it. The first way to test your agent is to go down to test your agent, and I'm just going to click it. And this is what it will look like. Well, it won't say test your agent, but when you embed it on a website, you just, and we'll do that later, but it's like a copy and paste. It's not coding. You will be able to, a user will be able to click this, and then this is what the user would experience. Your AI agent, how can I help you today? And then it says, hello, I am here to help. Ask me anything. So I think we can change this later, but this is basically what this workflow, what this agent is doing. This is a workflow within an agent. The agent only has one workflow, right? So this is what it's meant to do, is say these exact words, and that's what it's done. So we know that this is working. If I want to start a new chat, I can click this and it'll just do the same thing again. And in order to get rid of this panel, we just click the little down caret and it goes away. There's one more thing I want to show you on how to test this agent. If we click the little play button here on the start, it opens this dialog box. So this is new session started, beginning flow, and then it says exactly what it was supposed to say. You can tell that it was a second later, right? After 1 second, after 2 seconds, it's exactly when that happened. And it says that the session ended and path not connected. So it's not connected to anything, we know that. But it did exactly what it was supposed to do, and we have a log of that. Isn't that wonderful? I want to show you one more resource before we go, and it's something called Docs. And Voiceflow has this area set up with tons of different quick start guides and use cases, and they have all kinds of support articles and courses and all kinds of resources here. You can also search for help on a certain topic, and they have fantastic documentation. In order to get to this page, what I did is I just said voiceflow.com and then docs. And if you search for that, it comes up as Voiceflow docs. You click it and you're on that welcome page. Then say view Voiceflow docs. And here we are. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.